Greetings, you guys. What's up? What's up? So this is going to be another. It's more love based. Um, I'm just trusting the divine with this channel and how things move. I don't want to oversaturate it with love reads, but I do recognize that love is a very big part of our journeys. Period. And partnership. And as the rise of divine feminine happens, so is the rise of the divine masculine, and those two strong pillars together, and family and all of that, a unit, a community, is power in that. So um, I was getting a revelation earlier today, so I wanted to confirm this message. I asked God, okay, I want to make sure that I ain't just coming on here just sharing some stuff because it sounds cute and all of that. So I came to these cards, okay? You have spiritual growth. Is my butterfly kind of cute? Not really. It's okay. You know, my chosen card, which is like the avatar. If you guys watched the Avatar Last Airbender, you guys probably know what those symbols are. The peep game card and the divine masculine card. So let's get on in now to this, okay? So for those of you that are going to resonate with this, and shout out to my DHGs, my new DHGs to the channel, and those that have been here, I appreciate you guys. Welcome, greetings. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that has joined my channel and views, watch, likes, shares with good intent. I appreciate y'all. The spiritual growth card is, I feel, for those of you that are on your journeys, you've gone through many different lessons, many different levels of your journey. Spirit is saying that you've acquired a certain level of wisdom, and I feel like at this time divine spirit is just telling you to utilize that divine wisdom that you have and really peep game, really pay attention. For those of you that don't know what peep game is, just pay attention, just watch things, be an observer of things around you at this time, things that you're hearing, things that you're seeing, you know, because I do feel like there's something here with divine masculine, and that is confirming what I was getting from spirit as far as, am I really picking up this energy about these divine connections? So the message that came to me, a download that I got earlier today, was that there is a divine coupling, and I feel like it'll be many of us in divine connections, whether you currently are in one now or you're going to be in one. I feel I'm getting this download that in the future coming, you and your divine counterpart, you two are going to go into some type of business together. This business is going to help a community of people. So it depends on what type of community it is. It could be literally a neighborhood. It could be the education system, the medical system, or medical institutions. It could be music industry. It could be food industry. It could be literature and poetry. It's something that you guys are giving back to the community, and you guys are going to bring the divine aspects into it, divine light into it. So whatever these organizations, these communities are that you're partaking in, it is something that is really going to shift and edify the community. Why is that a big thing? Because especially for minorities, it's not as simple. I feel like the Latino community and the Asian community and the other minority groups have really established themselves here in America. But speaking of America or any other places, maybe where there's poverty, I feel like it's a big deal in other minority groups as well, and just in general. So whatever you guys are going to do, I'm getting that it's going to be a very big business, but it's going to not be all about money and fame and status or whatever the case may be, or local status. It's really, even if it does attract those types of things, that is not the purpose. That is not the foundation of why you two have gone into it. You guys will be utilizing your gifts, your talents, your skill sets, whether you've been to school for certain things like studies, psychology, law, massage, whatever, culinary, business, whatever your skill sets are, you guys are going to apply those things equally. I feel like later it will grow with other people joining forces with you. Of course, there's going to be people that are going to naturally want to back you and your partner. You guys are already doing something in those areas, whether, like I said, you've gone to school for these things, or you currently are in school, or you're currently utilizing your gifts or your skills. I do feel that. I do see that. I'm going to clarify all of this, but this is what I'm getting. Yeah, so let's pull. If my hands are ashy, forgive me. I just got out the shower not that long ago, and I did not put lotion on, which is not really like me, but I like, maybe too much info, but I do like the coldness when I get out of the shower. I like the heat in the shower, and then when I get out, I like to feel the breeze, you know what I mean? So I like to naturally dry off, especially during these hot spring, summer days, Uh-oh. Let's see, what was that? Two of Staves, which is the Two of Wands. Okay. It's only a matter of time before these things start to align. I do feel opportunities are coming where, for some of you that have yet to have come together or met your partner, they are coming. Yep, this is confirmation. Prince of Sacred Circles, which is like the Prince of Pentacles in this deck. So you are awaiting your person. For some of you guys, you are of two different cultures, nationalities. So you have Egyptian culture here, and then you have Native culture here, Native American, Indian culture here. Let's see. Holy Spirit. Ask for divine wisdom and guidance from the message that we tapped into. The Six of Sacred Circles, which is the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, whatever you guys are generating together, I feel like the masculine energy, Three of Wands. Yep. I can't make it. You and your person, you guys are going to have help. There's people that are going to want to work with you and invest into what you two are doing, but someone already had, I feel like both of you do, because this is a queen. And then there's a pharaoh here, but if you look at this prince, so I feel that your person, the masculine, is younger potentially, but I do feel like they have their own as well. You have your own. When you guys come together, it may be like once you guys get married, or if it's not a traditional marriage, like whatever's traditional in your culture, or if it's European, Western culture, or other cultures, or just you guys having your own, your own structure of what your union is. So when it's very established to where it's kind of like a marriage, this is solidified type of thing, like we are doing life together till the end of our lives. We're doing life together. So whatever, if it's official, whether it's courts involved, marriage licenses and all that's involved, marriage ceremonies, or you two just verbalizing together, coming into a spiritual agreement just between the two of you and God, however you want to do it. Yeah, I feel like once you guys are established in your union, you guys are going to go into business together, and I see you guys working with people, people wanting to invest in you, and it could be some international. This card always comes out, and I never complain, because this is someone's big mama, their granny, their nana, or any other words that you want to call your grandmothers or great grannies. There will be a birth as well that's going to be prophesied. Someone's grandmother, I feel like, is going to have a dream about someone having a baby. The Judgment card, this looks like, to me, this looks very like a dream world, lucid dreaming. For some of you guys, your grandmother, if she's living, may prophesy about a baby, or maybe have already prophesied about a child. So this could be confirmation for somebody, actually, this message, or you've had a dream yourself about a baby. This baby is going to be very protected, very loved, because I feel like it's a sacred energy surrounding this baby or this child, which is why they're being protected. And I feel like you and your partner were the same way. Princess of Cups. I don't like this energy for some reason. I'm gonna have to clarify her because I don't like that energy. There's someone that the masculine energy may be connected to or once was connected to. If you already with your person, I wouldn't really worry too much about this, but I'm gonna clarify it. But for some of you, they're connected to someone already. It could be a water sign that they're connected to, a Cancer. The High Priestess. You already know who this person is, but the High Priestess can be clarifying there's someone in secret. Now, my High Priestess cards typically are Esther, Queen Esther energy, depending on what I'm picking up in the energies of the reading. But typically, I would associate this as a woman that is hidden, aka Esther. Esther means to be hidden, a secret. So someone is in secret, or more so you are the secret, but not secret. Maybe you're not known to this person yet. Maybe they don't know that you're their divine counterpart. For those of you that have never met your person, they don't know about you yet. You've never met. Or someone that you're connecting with, they don't know that you're the person that they're going to be with. And if you guys are already established, I feel there's something here. I'm going to clarify these cards. So let me clarify this Princess of Cups, because I don't like that energy too much. Holy Spirit, please clarify this Princess of Cups. You or your person could be into jewelry. I keep looking at his jewelry in this card, where your person your divine masculine may have longer hair. They may do things to their hair, like style it in different ways. They may wear a lot of jewelry. They may make jewelry or be in the jewelry industry. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. There's someone here with the Five of Pentacles. There's someone in the background. It's like an insecure energy here that I'm picking up on. Someone born between 4/10 or 4/20 through 4/29. So April 10th or 20th through the 29th. So that's like a first deacon Taurus, the April Taurus I'm picking up. Like this person, they're insecure. Who is this? Ace of Swords. The Fool. You guys have to be ready to let go of the past. I'm getting Spirit maybe saying that someone needs to mature as well. Emotionally mature and be ready for this. To get out of the lack mentality, because once you get these investments, your life is going to be very different. Some of you guys may have always been in poverty. Maybe you're not used to having money, or this amount of finances or business responsibilities or financial responsibilities. So Spirit is saying that your mindset needs to change and shift and be open to limitless possibilities. So there's a little bit of immaturity when it comes to, you're not really that receptive to this for some of you. It's one thing to say, oh, I want to do this, and when I get money, I'm going to do this, I'm going to invest in that. But then when it really comes, it's kind of like this fear of it. And Spirit is saying you got to break the change of that. It's a poverty mindset. Spirit is saying you have to break out of. Ten of Pentacles, yep. This is generational wealth card right here. So that is a promise to you. That is a promise to you and your person. To be financially secure and wealthy and have long-term success. But the word that stands out to me is contribution. So you're going to be contributing something to the community, you and your person. Your person could be an earth sign. They could be a first deacon Taurus, April 10th through the 29th or 20th through the 29th. Or Virgo, September 13th, specifically through September 22nd, if they are a third deacon Virgo. Okay. Why is the High Priestess card here? Some of you guys could be, High Priestesses, could be into magic, the arts of magic or mysticism with the High Priestess and these queens here When I think of these Egyptian queens, it makes me think of Isis. Isis was a priest, a high priestess. She was a magician, sorceress. She was into the mystical arts. Judgment, Queen of Wands, Temperance. Some of you guys could be fire signs, Taurus, Sagittarius, if you're a fire sign, specifically Sag, or you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp as well. If you're a Pisces, maybe you're born on March 11th through the 20th, or if you are an Aries, maybe you're born March 31st through April 9th. Yeah, Spirit's calling you to the next phase of your life, but you have to have confidence and courage that you're being called to this. So the Queen Esther energy does still stand with this. The High Priestess card, I feel like, represents her energy. It's kind of like you have grown, you may have grown up in a maybe a middle class home, if not complete poverty, but middle home where you live paycheck. Your parents live paycheck to paycheck. You live paycheck to paycheck. You know, you may have had blessings and opportunities here and there to bless yourself and go on trips and vacations, but not something that you can do often, or spend tons of money on luxuries. You know, you might have had to settle for used cars, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a transition in from one class to another, and I feel like sometimes people get comfortable even though they know that that's not the life they want to live anymore. They kind of get comfortable with that lifestyle and they really don't know what to do with it when it comes. That's why when people win the lottery that have been in poverty, they really don't make the best of wise decisions with it. It's kind of like, I don't deserve it. I was watching a story about this woman that won, she won, I think, 180 something million, and she cashed out 80 million of it after the taxes or whatever. And she blew through it. She was investing in her man that was in and out of jail. She bailed him out 3 times. His bail alone was over $1 million each. And she, I guess she paid like the minimum. I think it's like 10% that you have to pay. So she paid the 10% plus his legal fees and all of that. Then she was buying, you know, doing just countless of things with the money. One of the smartest things she did was buy her mother a house, herself a house, of course, and invest in her children's trust funds, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, she really did not do well with that money, and it was a lot of giving it to the wrong people. That is one of those things. And she said she was on, what's her name? I can't remember how to say her name, whatever, Fix My Life show. And she was saying that she wished that her mother actually would have, because her mom played for her. She told her mom to take this money and go buy me a lottery ticket, and her mom did a random pick. Although on the show, the mom claimed that she put her brother's birth date in it, her deceased brother's birthday, and picked the numbers and they were winning, but that's not true, because if you look at the actual the ticket itself, it was a random pick, so it wasn't. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But her mom did it, and it became a winning ticket. So she's like, I wish it was you rather than me winning the lottery, because I feel like she really didn't know what to do with that money, and almost didn't really feel deserving of having that money, because all they had was poverty. So some people don't really know how to accept the lifestyle shift and change. But this is a different type of energy. I'm not seeing a very bougie, keeping up with the Jones, you know. This is very divine. It's a divine blessing here. And I feel like with the Temperance, you guys are coming together and you guys are creating something beautiful together. You guys are coming together and joining forces and creating something out of that that's going to be harmonious, and over time it's purposeful, period. And you guys are going to have that commonality, that common ground. So going back to the High Priestess card with the whole Queen Esther, she came from what we would call poverty at the time. She was living at a time where Jews had to hide their identities, or they could not practice their religion openly and comfortably. They were also going through a war at the time. So when she was pretty much taken from her home, her and many other young women were taken from their homes and forced to be put in a house amongst all these, strangers of a different culture, right? And subjugated to be groomed and trained to be the next queen of Persia, going against their religious customs and all of that, to be put in this position forcefully, not willingly. They were forced into it. Queen Esther, she had the favor in a sense where she would become the queen rather than become a servant, because those women most likely were servants. If they weren't the queen or the wife, they were most likely, I'm doubting, I'm not sure if they actually went back to their homes or not. I don't believe that they did. So they became the servants, most likely. Queen Esther utilized her status to help her Jewish people. Mind you, she had to change her name. Her uncle told her to change her name. So instead of being called Esther, or being called Hadassah, which was her birth name, she had to go in under the Persian name of Esther, which means to be hidden or to be of secret. So she was a Jewish woman married to a Persian king at the time, and was called to purpose to stand up for her Jewish people that were being subject to be, I don't know if I can say it on the channel, but y'all know. So she had to petition for that to stop, pray and fast about it, and it worked out in her favor. So that was really the biggest cause, is that, I may come from a different place. I may be put in a position around people that don't know who I am. They don't know me from a can of paint. They don't know what my real, my name. Maybe they don't know your real name, or they don't know who you are. They only know what you say about yourself, and maybe what your partner tells them, or what your partner will tell people about you. You'll go into a space where nobody knows your name. They don't know who your true identity. They don't know that you came from this or came from that. They don't know everything about you. So when you come into this place, you're almost being, it feels like you're forcefully being made to adjust to these places. So I don't doubt that some of you guys may marry internationally. You may marry someone that is not in your country, whether it's you're in the U.S. and they're not, or you're not in the U.S. and they are, or you guys are two different ethnicities or different classes of people, different statuses in life, and you're being put in these environments where there is people that have money, that have nice things, and these are things maybe that you didn't have access to as a child, or even as an adult. For most of your adult life, maybe these are things that you only dreamed of, or you always said, oh, I don't need these things. So you might feel a little bit bad. You don't want to become one of those people like, oh, I'm bougie, I have this, you want to remain humble. But the thing that got Hadassah, aka Esther, favor was her humbleness, her willingness to learn about the king. So she wasn't going in with the mindset of, oh, whatever, I don't care what he thinks, I'm going to do whatever. She went in asking, how can she be a favor to the king in the king's eye? So that when you come into a space, that you have to conduct yourself in that space a certain manner. You can't go in with the slang and the ghetto talk and all of that, or the whatever that you're used to. You have to adjust to that environment, and that within itself sometimes is not comfortable, because you yourself are feeling like, I'm losing my identity, I'm losing myself. But the truth is that Spirit is elevating you. It's not about the materials and the titles. Spirit is elevating you in your space, and your level of influence is going to be utilized in this space, however and whichever that is. So I don't know who this is for. But there's a lot in there. And you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So keeping secrets. Your person may know that, hey, when you come here, you can't really tell too much about that. I don't know why I'm getting this. Meghan Markle gives me the vibe of this. Like, yes, everybody knew that she was biracial, but she can pass. So it's kind of like she passed in a sense in the environment that she was in, but there's a lot of controversy even around that. So, I don't want to speak too much on that, and this is alleged. But I get Meghan Markle vibes from this. I don't know why as well. I don't know. It's like her life was kind of a bit of a mystery. We knew who her parents were to an extent. They didn't really go too much into the background of her family like that. That she was on a TV show, and it was like her story was kind of vague as far as from what I've seen. But it's kind of like there's a mystery around her and her identity in a sense. There's something hidden about it. So I'm kind of getting that vibe like, you come in, you leave the California girl stuff and all of that, whatever you were in, you're coming into a household full of royals in this land. You have to conduct yourself differently, right? Obama and Michelle, they had the swag and everything, the Chicago swag, and they still kind of kept that, but they knew that they also had to conduct themselves in a certain manner as well in the White House. So when you come into certain levels, even at jobs, when you get elevated as a manager or supervisor, you have to conduct yourself differently. You can't come in late. Maybe you might have had a little bit of grace coming in late to work or calling off, but when you're a manager or supervisor, you don't have the grace to do that. There's more responsibility. So again, this isn't exactly the most comfortable thing. You have to elevate past that Princess of Cups energy. Like, it's no longer a fantasy anymore. It's no longer a fairy tale anymore. It's this business. It's real. You know what I mean? You're called to a higher stature. So whoever this is for, I don't know. Interesting. I didn't know it was going to go all into that like that. But hey. Yeah, and like every part of your life experience and your accounts with the divine, your personal experiences that you've had just between you and the Most High, you knowing your purpose and your calling, or maybe not having all the insight into that. Spirit saying stop here. I'm going to stop right here. You have to walk away. This situation is not serving you. So you're being called from the old life into the new. It may be unknown to you. You don't have all the answers, but it's being revealed. Karma, cause and effect. So for some of you, and I don't know why the Judgment card is giving me, it's going into that. I feel like this represents, Spirit's showing you through your dreams or some type of message from an elder. They're showing you why you went through, they're giving you a glimpse into why you went through the certain things that you went through and where it's taking you. And I'm getting, not in a negative sense. You have the Twin Flame card, a connection like no other. So this is about divine counterparts. Why did that card fly like that? There's something with the water. There's 4 cards. Wait, the staff, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the Princess of Cups, and the Judgment. There's something with water that might be significant. Again, like I said, it could be something with different nationalities, international unions coming together for some of you, or someone lives near the waters and someone does not. Maybe could be you both are water signs as well for some of you. Earth and earth, water, water, fire, fire for some. I don't have any air energy here, but don't exclude yourselves, except for the 7 of Swords card. And I didn't notice that the Judgment card actually came out twice. So yeah, it's like being called higher, being called to the next level. And the cause and effect is being accounted for. Everything that you've experienced in the past thus far up until this point is going to be significant into your next journey. But it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. It's time to remove your energy from what no longer serves you. It's time to walk away and move to the next level. It's time. For those of you that it's for anyway. But that is the reading, y'all. My gosh. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for that message. That is the reading. I hope this was helpful. Much love as always, you guys. Be blessed. Be safe. Take care.